Alright, so this is going to be a video. We're going to be showing how to get to the back of the screen to check the LCD model number. So this is an HP 15-DY2093DX. Alright, so we're just going to be checking the screen model number, assuming that we can get to the back of the screen without having to take the whole laptop apart. So we're going to go ahead and pull on the center here, and then we're pushing down on this side. So we're going to do this. There's some adhesive. I did pop up a little bit of this earlier, so it was easier than it normally is. So as you can see from this side, it's a lot more difficult. Okay, but you got to slowly keep working your way over. Okay, going from the center, lifting up from the center and pushing down from the outside. Okay, we're going to get down to the outside edges once we get this whole bar up here. Okay, so just like that. All right, now that we got that, we're going to basically be pulling this in and doing the same thing, trying to lift the center up. Okay, so let's go ahead and rotate this and see if we can make that easier from this side. Okay, just like that. Okay, basically pulling this in towards that side while we're kind of lifting the center up and kind of rotating it this way. Okay, so just like that, you can see we can get all the way down. Okay, and as you saw, the screen is bad, and that's why we're doing this. Okay, I'm gonna get to this side, and of course I am going to be eventually taking the whole screen out, but for now we're just going to be trying to check the screen's model number. Oh no, I think this model actually has the hinge that goes all the way, or not the hinge, but the adhesives that go up the tops and the backs. Let me actually connect a external monitor here, or an external monitor, so that way I can shut it down completely. All right, let me do that real quick and I'll be back. It's not actually flickering like that, that's just the camera, what do you call this, frame rate. All right, so let me shut off this thing completely and I'll be back. All right, so we finished shutting it down. Let's go ahead and see if we can get to the back of the screen, just so we can check the screen model number. Depending what's going on, let's see here. Yeah, this adhesive is holding really strong, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to pop it open this way. And then also, let's see how this hinge is designed. Okay, I have a feeling that this screen hinge is the kind where I have to slide it. I don't think I'm going to be able to pop this out, am I? Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to pop this out. I think this is the type where you kind of have to slide the hinge off. But I'm not 100% sure. Okay, let's see here. I do see a break right there, which most likely means it does slide over, but let's see. Can I slide this? No, I don't know. Does seem like it's loose here. Okay, it looks like this hinge actually can pop out. So I actually pulled on this and you can actually see it's popping out. So, but this design, I think you actually do somewhat need to, you can see I was able to pop this bezel piece off, but you probably have to take the hinges out of the computer to be able to get this out properly. We'll see what will happen if I don't. All right, so now that we got all of this down, let's go ahead and see if we can go down to the edge here. Right, so we're gonna go down to here, and same thing, we're gonna try and pull this away. Might have to go slowly and just be patient. It does take quite a bit of force, but there we go. Okay, you can see we are able to pop this out. Nice. Again, push this in towards the center while also pulling it out. Okay, so I was pushing this piece in towards the center while also pulling this bottom piece out. Okay, so we're gonna do the same thing on this side, and there we go. I think we're losing some plastic bits. All right, so let's go ahead and kind of wiggle this and pull this around and see if we can get this to separate. There we go. All right, can we get this plastic piece out? And it looks like we can. There we go. Okay, so here we have the plastic bezel I think some of the clips kind of broke maybe. I don't see them on this side, so maybe it broke from here. But yeah, so we got the bezel out. Okay, just like that. If you didn't pop this piece out, I don't think you can actually get that bezel out. Alright, so it looks like there is stretch release adhesives under here. I don't know how you're going to actually even pull those tabs out. That's pretty crazy. It looks like we're going to have to actually undo the hinge screws here. We're going to use a PH1 or JS1 screwdriver. But let's go ahead and first remove the stretch release adhesive tabs here, okay? So we're going to use some tweezers. You can use whatever to get underneath and peel this up. It is using like some rubbery stretch release adhesive tabs, okay? So these are pretty difficult to kind of get up, but once you get a piece of it, you can see we can go ahead and pull this straight back, okay? So we're going to pull this straight back just like this. Alright, you can see this adhesive, it stretches and it releases as you pull it. Okay, and we're just going to continue doing that. Okay, and you want to be careful because the adhesive is going to snap back, so I like to kind of pull it and then grab further up on the adhesive and then continue again. Okay, and then we're going to do the same. Might help to have someone help you with this, so that way you don't accidentally get all the adhesive stuck to itself. It's not really a problem because you don't have to reuse this adhesive, but if you want to reuse it, you want to keep it from sticking to itself, because once it sticks to itself, it's going to be basically impossible to separate it. Okay, so I'm going to grab over here and continue stretching. Okay, so I'm holding with my other hand and I'm stretching with this one. Okay, just like this, and there we go. Okay, so we got this piece out here. You can see what it looks like, and the end that you first pull is shaped like that. Alright, so we're going to stick that out of the way. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with this one. Oh, actually, the adhesive strip goes all the way down to here. So it looks like we only have to remove this, okay? There's no secondary adhesive strip. That's nice, so we don't have to remove the screws and stuff from over there. Okay, so we're gonna just lift this up, grab that adhesive tab, and continue doing the same thing, pulling, stretching. Okay, so now I know there's a lot of this adhesive tab I can pull. Whoa, you can see how strong that adhesive stretches. Okay, I'm going to grab it here after letting it go and continue pulling. Okay, we're going to grab here again and we're going to do the same thing. Keep in mind, if you are going to be replacing the screen, that you are going to need to disconnect the battery and then press and hold the power button for 15 seconds before, whoa, this one actually pulled and then stuck all over to itself, which is exactly what I said you don't want. So if you can't separate it, you could always just cut off the part that's all stuck together. Most likely it's not going to separate. We can try. As you can see, okay, this part's kind of stuck. And if you pull it, you can see it's not really separating. So, actually some of it is. Okay, we'll try a little bit more. There's actually a tear right there, so I'm just going to cut it off there, and that's basically just going to be wasted. Okay, alright, we'll stick the other one out of the way. Okay, if you're wondering, oh, I didn't show this one, but if you're wondering, it's like this. So same thing, it has that little notch in it to go around this piece. Okay. And now let's go ahead and rotate this and see if the screen flops forward. I don't see any of the adhesive down here, so I believe that strip actually goes all the way through. Then we can go ahead and pull this forward, okay? And yes, we can. So here you can see there's not much room to work on this, so keep that in mind if you are doing this. You might have to kind of like tilt the screen down like this, so you kind of have more room to work here, then you can go ahead and peel that up. But again, if you're gonna mess with this, make sure you disconnect the battery before you do that. Okay, and then you have this. Here's the screen model of this one. Again, you might want to check yours because sometimes they use different screen model numbers. But this one, let's zoom in here. NV156FHM-N45. All right, so that's the screen model there, and we are going to have to get a replacement of this screen. Again, hardware version 8.2. All right, again, NV156FHM-N45. Okay, and to put this thing back together, you basically would tilt it like this. You can put the adhesive strip back over here. It basically goes along this plastic edge, not the foil. So you can put the adhesive strip back there and there. All right. And then you can drop the screen back into place. Oh, the screen had some adhesive on it, so now it's stuck to the keyboard, but there we go. All right. You can basically drop that back in. And then you basically take the screen bezel and put that back on. That's going to be in a part 2 of this video because I don't want to have to take it out, put it back again. So basically what I'm going to do in the next video or next part is I'm going to go ahead and show how to take the screen out. There are screws hidden underneath here and here. I don't know why the focus is going all crazy. And then you got these screws here. Once you do that, we can actually pop this whole bottom cover off, and then we can disconnect the battery, open up the screen again, press and hold the power button for about 15 seconds, and then from there we can actually go ahead, stop with the focusing, and then from there we can go ahead and disconnect the screen and put a new one. Alright, so that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Alright, let's wrap this. Bye.